for flollies. Hey, I work at VOA, what can I say? Now, you may wonder why this gentleman is standing off to my right. As per major events, such as the Nelson Mandela funeral, the Follies is now offering simultaneous sign language interpretation. Now, this interpreter is educated in the highest standards of interpretation and has studied and prepared months for this assignment. He's been cleared by security. He's completed all 5 questions of his BBG training module. And he's been fully vetted by the contracting office. So please display him all appropriate courtesies. So again, welcome to the show. It's so great to see so many people from all across the building, from different offices, different agencies, different divisions, and we're waiting for our senior managers who should be here. So if the show stinks, we can have a town hall. Now, normally, this show is done in December, and you may be wondering why there's been a 1-month delay. The Follies is now under the auspices of VOA Creative Briefs. Now, as you may recall, December was not a good month. We had the effects of the sequester, the shutdown, and in December, we had a board meeting that was on House TV and on the web. And sadly, we had to conclude, when it comes to making you laugh, we just cannot compete with the BBG. Now, I don't know about you, but I didn't think the shutdown was all that bad. It was business as usual. People got paid for doing a lot of work, and people got paid for standing around doing nothing. I really don't see any difference. This past year, though, as we look back to 2013, it was a rough year for several employees. We had a couple of injuries. One of my friends got a broken hip when he was run over by Rob Bull's scooter. And the other, this is horrible, suffered a hernia when he turned the wrong way during one of Nancy Coviello's kickball games. But now we're in the new year, things are very good, and I like coming to the agency in the new year because you see things you've never seen before. Why, just the other day I went downstairs to the cafeteria and saw a cashier actually behind the cash register. But the big news this year, of course, was the BBG's survey improvement responses. Now, on its webpage, the BBG said that 70% of you, 70% took the survey. That's up from 53% in 2012. Well, how did this happen? Well, we took our own survey to find out, and the results are in. Of those additional employees who did take the survey, 7% chose the reason my supervisor suggested I fill it out. 15% chose the reason my supervisor told me to fill it out. But the biggest response, 78%, chose the reason if I didn't take the survey, I'd be appointed as the service chief for the CFC. But enough. I can see you're in hysterics. It's time to start the show. And as I can tell, many of you used to be in the newsroom. Some of you have gone outside the newsroom to bigger and better things. So yes, there is life outside the newsroom, but that doesn't mean it's not missed. And here, to illustrate that in song, is an ex-newsroom staffer, a woman of grace and polish, professionalism and integrity, and a woman who's now sleeping soundly at nights and on weekends. Here's Vivian Chakarian to sing I Left My Slot Back in the Newsroom.